Cheers! Drink, brother!
Okay, hello everyone. Hi. And hello everyone, like the audience. Yeah, so welcome back to Savior Voice.
Yay!
Yeah. It has been like almost a month,
Almost
right?
a month. It was Christmas break, so we took a little break.
Yeah, so I think you still remember us,
Yeah, we still
Kai
remember.
and my co-host.
Fina.
Yeah. And you might see that we have a guest
guest.
with us today. So her name is...
Hi, I am Agnes. I'm from Indonesia and I was one of the teachers in the beginning years of XLC.
Yeah.
Wow. How many years ago was that?
I think 5 or 6 years ago, right? It was 2017.
2017. I had just started college. Where were you in 2017, Brother Kai?
Actually, when she was here, I was here.
Wow.
So we met there.
just
Oh,
2 weeks,
that's
right?
great.
Yeah.
Like around 2
2
weeks.
weeks.
I was back from Myanmar. I was in novitiate for 2 years. Then I came back. Then I visited XLC for 2 weeks and I met her. So we were doing some activities with the students.
So is this your first time meeting again after?
After,
Yes.
after
After
6
so many years, yeah.
Yeah. So are you excited to be back?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. It's like I planned it like long time ago and because of the COVID and then cancel it. But now
Multiple times.
here I am.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so
And
it's a long time coming.
Yeah.
And I think you met some of your students as well.
Yes, yes. Some of my students now are working here. And then I met also while playing volleyball this afternoon, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was
Surprise,
wild. That was such a
surprise.
surprise.
Your
I-
students are Tanawit,
Yes,
Right.
and Akarade
Akarade,
and F.
F. Yeah. Yeah, there are quite a few of them.
Most of them are working and continue studying. That's
Yeah.
great.
I think that was a surprise because your purpose coming here is to meet Father Tom, Father
Yes.
Finai, but
And
then
also visit this place.
to visit his place, and then you get more than what you bargain for. You get
Pardon?
more. You get more.
Of course, I get
And
more.
it's a surprise.
More surprises.
Oh, you met your students.
Yeah,
Your junior high school
the
students.
junior high school
Yeah,
students.
yeah.
So before joining XLC, I was a teacher in Sri Martevi School. I taught Mateum 1 to 3, and I had 2 students. Now they are the students in XIP. So
Yeah.
What are the
XIP.
odds? What are
they
the
were
odds?
so small, and now they're so big and
They're so-
handsome.
You're so lucky you came to XLC and then you met your students.
Yeah.
Not only from XLC but also from like
Junior
the
high school.
previous
Yes, the
high
previous
school.
schools. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
such a perfect timing because what is it? You wanted to one of the father that you want to meet is Father Tom, and Father Tom just left this morning.
Yeah.
So it was like you have 2 days with
2
him.
days. I had
What
2
a
days with
perfect
Perfect timing.
Yes. I will be crying if I didn't
Came
meet
here
Father
and
Tom.
then-
Oh,
You have to go to Bangkok
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
him.
meeting again.
Yeah. Actually you were like with us before, like, right? Like 5 or 6 years ago, and now you are back to XLC and then see how XLC has changed. If like I would like to ask you a question. The first question. Like if you have to describe XLC or Savior Learning Community, what would be like if you have to give a word or 2 words, what would be the word to describe XLC for you?
For me, XLC is sharing. Yeah. So I mean that from the very beginning, the fathers and the community, the Jesuit community, created and built this community is because they have the heart of sharing. They want to give the people around here, the young people around here, a good education. And also, I'm sure that the people who are interested to join this community, I mean the volunteers, the teachers, even the students, I'm sure that they have also motivation to share their knowledge, because we are from very different places and very different cultures and very different backgrounds. So sharing.
Yeah. So inspiring. Yeah. So Excelsi is sharing.
It's sharing. Okay. Mbak Agnes, would you mind telling us a little bit when you were here? Like your time while you were in Excelsi?
It's like a history.
Yeah. This is a little bit of Agnes History 101.
At that time there was only one building, right?
Yeah. So like it's before that I have also one a good story about Excelsi. So when I was a teacher in Sri Marte School, I was invited to hold an English camp in Chiang Mai. It was to promote that we are going to have Excelsi. So it's like a pre-camp, an English camp to gather the young people who wants to study with us, so to promote Excelsi. And it was so fun because we learned English, like what we are doing today, right? It's like we learn by singing, we learn by dancing, and then we also learn by making play performance like that. And we made it for 3 days in Chiang Mai, in Doi Suthep, and also in Seven Fountains. And there are around 60 to 80 students. I can't really remember. And it was so fun. And some of them then joined our community for the first batch. And then the second time my experience with Excelsi was, I was also invited to visit the very first building. It was the Saint Tien Hall before it was finished. So it was still under construction. So it's the only one building, and it feels so big. It feels so big building in the middle of red land and in the middle of farm, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that it would be a very good and very big project in the future. Yeah. And then some months after that, I really joined this community as the gather with the fathers and also the first teachers and also the volunteers to be with the first batch of this Excelsi.
What were you like? What came to your mind when you first came here, and then you saw the Sangtian building was still in process, and then you came back here like a few months later, like, and then you were like a full-time teacher, like, and then what was your first thought?
Actually, I was so curious. It's like what we are going to build here and where to go. It's like it's more like challenge, right? But we are gathered and then we are taught with many preparations and the steps and also knowledge to do this and this to step better and better to build a community, meeting new people, right? How to build a community from zero, and then also how to make the academic process, the preparations, the students' activity. We made it from scratches, but it was a very hard but also very, very good process that we are going through.
Rewarding.
Yeah. Really rewarding.
So how long was it when you taught at Excelsi?
Yeah, I think it was about 1.5 years, almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years.
2 years.
So definitely there were so many like great memories, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing some of the
Memorable experience.
Yeah.
So I think the daily lives with the students and with the fathers and with the staffs here, because there were around 40 students. It was a small community living in one building, you know. There are four building,
Yeah.
right? And all activities we did it together in that building. We eat together, we study together, and then also it's like every day seeing the same people. But it was not boring at all. It was so fun, and also we are really close to each other because of that. So many memorable moments, even the small things like eating together, just joking, and then we spend the spare time, it's like the free time, just together in the classroom, and then singing and dancing together, whether it's Thai song or English song that we don't really understand, but it was so good. Yeah.
You know, when I saw you when you came to XLC, and then like a few days ago when you came to XLC, and then I met you, I like one memory just came to me.
What is
Yeah, about you. When we were in like the teacher's office, like there were a few other teachers also, and then outside of XLC there was a sound, ding 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 ding, and then you was like ice cream.
Oh
You
my God.
recognize the sound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ice cream
so
sound.
everybody was like, "Oh, ice cream! So let's go to have ice cream."
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
Like teacher Rory
Yeah.
bought us ice
The
cream.
ice cream,
right? The
yeah.
ice cream.
Oh, yeah,
So
ice cream.
have to thank you because you recognized the sound. So
Sound.
we all ate the ice cream. Got to eat the ice
because
cream.
there were no shops around, you know. Ice cream is very special at
yeah.
that moment, right?
It sounds like your childhood. Like
Yeah.
the tune.
Yeah,
It's like
but more than that, it's like we are in the middle of the farm, and there is no something sweet or something to eat, something delicious to eat, and ice cream coming. It's like, wow, that's
it's a big deal.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
let's
big
go
deal.
get it.
Oh, you remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember.
brother?
I remember that.
Oh my God.
I still remember a lot about you. Now. We were singing together, like midnight, past midnight. The students were sleeping, but we were preparing some songs, performances.
Yeah. And I remember the good thing about Brother Kai was when we had an English camp, right? I was quite worried because who will be the MC, right? I will be so busy, and then who will be the MC, and then he just handled it, and everything is just so fun and funny, and it was so boom, so fun. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's a really good side of
Brother Kai was born to be an MC.
Whoa.
It's like a natural talent, y'all.
Yeah.
That's why he's the
So
co-host.
still need
He's
to
the
learn
host.
more. Need to learn more.
Okay, so that was 5 years, 6 years ago, and then after that experience, you come back to this place. But that 2 years, from what I know from your story and Brother Kai's stories, you grow a lot from that 2 years.
course,
So
yes.
how does this place help you grow and shape the person that you are today?
Oh, a lot. While I was staying here, it's like everything was kind of limited. For example, the small thing, for the small thing, we created a group, a music group with the students, but no one could play, you know, what is the hand drum, like,
Kahong.
yeah, it's
right?
kahong or kajon. And then, no one couldn't play that. Okay, I will learn. And then I can play a little because we have the facilities. We need someone to make it cheerful by the sounds, right? But no one can play. It's feel like, so okay, I will try. And I learned to play it. And then because those kind of force, right? And then I can learn, and then I can play. So that kind of little things that really makes me grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, being in the community, seeing something that is limited, and then make me want to learn more. The other side, many things like the social aspects, and then motivation, and then emotional, like how to manage our emotions, because we live all together 24 hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get mad with the students, sometimes we should really put a happy face, although we are although we are tired
we
or
are
happy.
exhausted.
Yeah, those kind of things really made me grow even after I was not in Excelsior. I worked back home in my hometown, in my country. It really trained me to be mature in many aspects, to be more confident, of course, and then to have more perspectives, because we met a lot of people also living here in Thailand. So many things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it? Would you say was it love at the first sight when you first saw this place?
I can say yes. Yeah. The red line is still in my
Still in your
still
memory.
in my mind. Yes, still in my memory. Right. The Saint Hall is only one. Even the pond, there was no pond at all. It's just land.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then it's like after 5 or 6 years, and then I came here like how many days ago?
It was a Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
2 days.
So I came here. I was still in the car and seeing those big buildings from the road, and it's like, wow, is it really Excelsior?
Yeah.
It's really big, and it's like, oh, thanks God, thanks the fathers, thanks the donators and the volunteers, everyone who has involved in this project. And I'm sure that it will be more and more and getting better and better. We hope so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have more buildings, but the heart's still the same.
Yeah.
Like you said, like it all started
Oh,
as
yeah.
sharing.
Yeah, sharing. Yeah, I hope so. I walked around with the dogs. I love dogs so much, and then I feel it like it was so different now, but it's in a very good ways. Yeah.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs,
I
they're a
promise
big
not
part.
to talk about dogs in this podcast, but okay, finally.
They're a big part of Excelsior.
Yeah, they are part of
We
our
have-
community.
We have 4 right now, or 5.
And sometimes 5.
Sometimes 5. But I remember Agnes was telling stories in the car about we have founding fathers, and we also have
the founding dogs.
we have the founding
They
dogs.
were Pumpoy and Mira. They are already peace in heaven.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Listening your experiences, your memories here at Excelsior, it's truly like the keyword that you mentioned. It's sharing, right? So everybody comes here, share their talents. Even you didn't have the talent to play the kahong, but you learn to play. That one you learn to share. Yeah, so it's very inspiring, and also remind all of us that Excelsior is really a place to share whatever we have.
I think the keyword, the extension of that keyword that I believe is that we share our life. Like we
Yes.
spend like years of our life here. So
Yes.
yeah, all the love and everything, the laugh, the tears even, like maybe sometimes the anger, it's just sharing. Like you don't feel that alone, but you feel that with all your family here. This is family.
Yeah, this is
Yes,
family.
this
Yeah.
is family. And now
The-
it's a big family.
Big family. Does it feel like coming home? Like people say that home is where your heart is. So
Yes.
2 days
of
ago, are you
course.
coming home?
Yeah, and now I have some new family members. Like I was thinking only maybe just the fathers and then some of my former students, right? But then I can meet Vina, and then
yeah.
also I meet Tim. Hi Tim, and many other new people who are living here.
Yeah.
Yeah, students
You
were
are-
asking when I walk with you, and then we part ways, and then students were like, "Who is that?" And then when I answered, they were like amazed of like, and I feel like I think that reflects of how come we all have come, like how far we all have come. Of like, that was your life 5 years ago, but then you left footsteps. You know, you left like so many legacy to this place.
I was like so lucky and blessed because I was a stranger. I always think that I was just a stranger that is so lucky to be involved in the very first year of this project, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know much thing about this thing, where we will go, but we went through together, and then and finally like this.
Things happen for a reason.
For a reason, yeah.
Yeah, you are like a one of the big sisters of us. Come home and
Coming
say
home
hi.
and
Say
then say hi
hi,
after all this time.
Actually,
Yeah.
I am here for only 3 days.
But that's okay.
You know, I
Yeah.
was trapped in
It's
this
more than
podcast,
enough.
by this show.
How do you feel? Like you came to
Crazy
visit.
people. Oh my God.
You came to visit, and then we asked you to like be in our podcast.
Oh wow! It was like, actually it was just, I was thinking it's just a fun visit, but this podcast made this visit more special.
Yeah, of course.
We pitched the idea the evening you arrived here. It was just like, brother Kai.
Oh my God!
Was it your
Yeah.
first podcast though?
Not really. Not really.
But you are doing great so far.
Oh, thank you. I'm shy.
And I think that's also part of like excellence of the spontaneous things that we did of like, let's do a podcast. And it's just like, and then here we are.
Yes. Another episode.
We have another
But
episode with a
it's good
special
though.
guest.
It's good to have Agnes here and then share about like the early like stage
Early stage of XLC. We've
Mm.
come this far.
Yeah. So now maybe this is like almost the end of our podcast. So maybe you have some more messages for maybe our students, like XLC community, to everyone basically.
Spend or take the real good chance where you are studying here or when you are volunteering here, when you are working together here, because I'm sure that we are here with great people from
Yeah.
many places, and we can learn and we can share many things. Yeah. If you want to learn about Thai language maybe, or dances or singing or anything, you can share each other here. That is great.
You
Take
still
the chance. Take the chance.
Yeah. You still remember some Thai words?
Thai words. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
ลดได้ไหมคะ
ลดได้ไหมคะ
That's how to regain, right?
Yeah, back in. Yeah, those are good words.
Why I remember that word?
Yeah. So thank you so much,
Thank you so
Agnes,
much,
for sharing your
Agnes.
precious
Thank you so
memories,
much.
your
precious
experiences
memory.
with us.
And then now those memory will be eternalized on the internet. In this podcast.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
So I
for
hope
having me.
a lot of people, like our students or our audience who are watching
our audience.
this video, will be inspired by you to share more and more.
Amen.
Yeah.
To share more to the community and
Oh
everyone.
yeah, I also challenge the students. Come to this podcast.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, show your best English, right, brother?
Yeah. They will. I
Yes.
will.
There
I will
will be.
invite all of our students to
Yep.
come.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good.
So once again, thank you so much, Agnes, and you are going back to Indonesia
Yes, next
Yeah.
week.
next week. So safe trip
Safe trip.
to Indonesia,
Enjoy the rest of your trip in
Yes.
Chiang Mai.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
and hope that
You'll
we
come
will,
back again.
Yeah, we will have another chance.
We will
to
have a sequel
talk
to
like
this podcast.
Another episode. Yeah.
Another
Okay,
episode.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Agnes.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you again.
See you again in the next episode. Is it recording? Cheers.
Cheers.
Drink, brother.